Hello everyone. Good morning. I am audible. If you have any issues, please ping me. Okay.
Yeah, I can hear.
Yeah. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning to everyone. So I muted all. Okay. If you have any issues, you can unmute and you can stop me and I'll speak. Okay. I'll answer you. So let me share my screen. Please let me know. The class has been recorded. So it's in the recording has been started. So let me start my PPT. Welcome you all. Thank you for joining in the early morning. Okay, so we'll start with my introduction. So I'm Mohammed Ali. So I have around 13 years of experience in IT infra support. So I certified in Microsoft Azure Administrator and Electronic Multi-Cloud and also completed in Microsoft Certified Trainer for last 2 years. So my skill sets are like managing servers in on-premise, my starting career. So then I moved on to like worked in VMware Hyper-V, and currently I'm working with Nutanix and Azure administration. So last 5 years I've been working with Azure. Also I worked on one of the project AWS as well. AWS OCA also I worked like 1 year. So mostly I worked in Azure, like managing Azure servers and migration and lift and shift. So that was my career last 5 years. And also I have experience with some basic Office 365 support and application hosting, database administration, basic level. Also worked with some like Nutanix, backup software like Veeam backup, like that. So Azure certificate roadmap. Okay, so there are when you're coming to Azure, so you can see fundamental is there. So fundamental, and you can move for associate or developer based on your role. Okay. So fundamental mainly for like students, freshers, and developer tester. They don't know what is cloud, and they want to understand like. So it explains just the services and pricing and support details. It mainly for like the students with an IT background. They can understand the concept to start with their career in Azure. So that is for only for students and freshers for fundamental. Okay. So our course is Microsoft Azure Administrator. So this course will provide you like knowledge about everything, like responsibilities of implementing, managing, and mounting and storage, compute, or end-to-end network, and virtual network concepts, and provisioning, deprovisioning, size resizing, and the backup monitoring, backup restoration. Okay, so you will get end-to-end IT administration, how we maintain our data center in on-prem. So how we can maintain same in Azure, how to migrate them, lift and shift, how to create a backup. So how to we can this course is you have to understand cloud. So you have to apply in your on-premise solution. For example, we wanted to like migrating from on-prem to Azure. So how do we do that? So those concepts we will learn about here. But this course mainly for like experienced, they're looking like experience and who is seeking job in cloud. Like they have experience with desktop support, system admin support, and server support. See nowadays, so Azure is mandatory. Not only Azure, they must asking if you have any cloud knowledge, like if you have Azure, AWS. Okay, this is the predominantly these two cloud service providers in leader in the market. I hope you know very well. So Azure will who will take Azure like who having more knowledge in Windows, they have basic knowledge in Windows. They start with Azure. Okay, and sometimes they have already know AWS. They wanted to know one more cloud, so they will start this course Microsoft Azure 104. Okay, I hope you understand why we are going to learn Azure. So this is normal. It's a basic shared responsibility. So how we maintain our servers in on-premises. Okay, so storage, networking, compute, VMs on top of it, and applications going to access everything we maintain in cloud. Okay, so same concept, private cloud also Microsoft's providing like Azure Stack. Okay, so you can use the same on-premise solution, but you can like VMware we have an on-premise solution, right? Same thing, Microsoft provide a private cloud. Okay, so normally we learn infra as a service, platform as a service in this course. Okay, infra as a service like storage, network, compute. It is provided by your cloud service provider. Okay, so if you're going AWS, Azure, GCP, this is the basic concept for IaaS, platform as a service, and SaaS-based concepts. Okay, so the service provider provides storage, networking, compute. So on top of it, you have to choose which OS you're going to use, like Windows, which version, and CentOS. Also, you can bring your customized solution, customized image, like you have an on-premises image you wanted to upload here and you wanted to use it. That also you can able to use using the infra service. Okay, and the platform accessories you don't want to manage VM, OS, and runtime application like .NET JS, those things. So you can go and create a application. Okay, don't want to manage OS, you don't want to manage patches and antivirus on the operating system, or you don't want to manage VMs. Okay, directly go and get the application. I want like a web application, I want a mobile application. I just to go and create application, I can use it. Okay, nowadays the developers without infra knowledge, they just to go and start they using. Okay, so software as a service, nowadays we're using Microsoft 360, Office 365, and a GCP. It's an example. You don't want to manage OS and runtime application, anything. So, yeah, 10 years ago or 8 years who are having experience, if you wanted to create a mailbox, if you wanted to create a mailbox solution, we need a infra. You have to manage OS, you have to maintain application, you have to manage everything. Okay, we were managing. So nowadays we just to go and access software as a service like Office 365. These are example for software as a service. Subscription types. Microsoft provide it's 5 types of subscription. Free subscription they provide like 30 days. Okay, you should have a credit card to activate the free trial account. You can use it for 30 days. They provide $200, around 15,000 Indian rupee. They provide to you for testing purpose. Okay, you can use it for your training purpose. You can use it for before start of the cloud. You can normally they provide a credit for 1 month. You can use it and you can get the idea, and you can use production also in this free subscription. You're ready to go. You can continue with Microsoft. You can continue. You can upgrade your subscription to as pay as you go. Then it will be charged based on your consumption. So in this course we will learn everything, how to monitor, how to do budget, everything. So in the end I'll show you the course syllabus. Okay, the CSP, for example, the smaller companies, they have like 10 50 members only. The smaller companies, they don't have a cloud engineer. Okay, if you're going to hire a cloud storage cloud engineer, so they have to provide put a high amount of salary. Also, they wanted to do like 24 hours. They want to support. They need 2 3 service engineers. So instead of having this, what they do, the small companies, they will go to the CSP. So CSP is like a customer solution provider, Microsoft solution provider. What they do, they will have a 24% support. They do support for the companies. Okay, the smaller company, they will purchase a CSP. The CSP will do like creating server, managing servers. Do they do manage? They provide managing support. Instead of hiring a team or cloud engineer, so they will go. They will type with the CSP vendor. So they will do support. Okay, CSP on a subscription. So enterprise for like larger organization, they have a like they have a 1 year, 2 year. They wanted a high amount of servers. Okay, so when you're choosing enterprise, so you are going to be upfront. You have a license agreement with them, so they provide huge discount compared with the pay as you go. Okay. Also, when you're going enterprise account, they do some support, extend support. They provide a cloud. They provide some dedicated account for you, dedicated um, a manager for you, account manager for you. So we'll learn in the class topics for subscription types and subscription management. We have a one class, one session. Student subscription mean what you can do if you're a student. Okay, here we don't have any student ID in other countries. They have a student mean they provide a username. They provide a email account for student. The account will be like .edu like that. Okay, so if you have a that kind of account, what you can go and create with the use of your student account, student ID, education ID. You can create a subscription without a credit card. Microsoft support 12 months for $100 for every month. Okay, for learning purposes. Okay, find it out.
So students, what is the criteria? Who try to learn the Microsoft products, or any age criteria, something should be there?
Microsoft intention is to learn the service should be reached to student as well, because when the college student complete a degree, instead of going other things, they can start with Microsoft. So if I study this Microsoft, I'll move on to Microsoft. So that is why they're providing for marketing purpose, to understand the Microsoft concept. They're providing the student subscription to learn and to move career with Microsoft. That is their aim, intention. Okay, that is why they're providing free subscription to learn. So if you're learning mean, I'll go only those kind of job. I don't want to move for AWS or OCA. Okay, that is the marketing thing behind that is.
So it's only for beginners.
Yes, beginners. But if you have a student account, you can able to create. Okay. But what Microsoft do, they will verify with this organization ID. Okay, that's some verification behind is there. Okay, otherwise just to go and create your credit card. Okay, your credit card, friend credit, you can create any. So the Microsoft need to ensure you have a credit card. Okay, to create a free trial. Okay, but the free when you're creating free trial, there is no charge. They for verification purpose they charge like ₹2, I believe. The charge for ₹2 for verification purpose. So until you convert to pay as you go, you will not be charged. Okay, the account will be suspended. Okay, if you wanted to reactivate, you can reactivate and you can convert to pay as you go. You can use it.
Okay.
Mute yourself. Till background noise I can be. Yeah. Okay. So cloud computing. It is basic. So delivering the service over the internet. So whatever you want, you can create and discard based on your demand. Okay. You don't want to wait like traditional days. Just to go, if you want to create a POS, you can create and use it, and so you will be charged only based on the consumption. That's it. Microsoft having a larger data centers compared with other cloud vendors like AWS and GCP, OCI. Okay, there are 54 regions currently and 6 planned regions upcoming. Okay, so you can see most of the Microsoft product available in India and UAE and US. Okay, and Asia. More products. So you can choose your data center nearest to your customer place. Okay, I have I have a users in like India. So South India, I can choose. If I'm sitting in Chennai, I can choose South India for my data center to create application and access them. Okay, so to choose your nearest data center for the better performance. Microsoft also provide availability zones. Okay, so provide a protection against downtime, like a entire region goes down. Microsoft also having a local redundant storage (LRS). So Microsoft keeps 3 copies when you're normally creating virtual machine. Okay, you have a LRS. Also, they provide a zone redundant service. For example, if you're creating the servers or services, they provide like a zone level failure. Okay, you can create a backup and a snapshot. You can recover them using your availability zone. Okay, nearest data set, that is possible. Okay, availability along with availability zone, we learn load balancer, because when the one of the data zone goes failure, so how we can transfer or distribute load, how healthy zone can get access that link. So we have load balance concept along with the availability zone. Okay. The availability zone means separatedly it's another data center. Zone mean it's a physical data center. Okay, in the first class we'll see what is zone, what is region. Okay, we learn everything. Resources. Azure we call everything as resource. Like virtual machine is resource, storage account, networking, databases. In virtual machine we have network components and the network groups and the disks. Everything we call as a resource here. To manage our resources, we use a resource group. Okay, so I have a project in Central India, West India, South India, but I can manage all resources in single resource group. Okay, to grant role-based access control and to manage your resources. Okay, the resource group concept is available in in Azure only. Okay, also you can manage all resources in single portal. If you go with OCI or AWS, every time you have to go and choose the region. For example, my resource in Mumbai mean I have to go and select Mumbai region, then I can able to see the resources. But here you can see everything in single portal, but you can identify, you can filter using the resource groups. Benefit of learning Azure. Okay, I mentioned 52 region, but we have 54 regions Azure. Okay, compared with other cloud vendors, so we have a larger data centers. So fully scalable, and you can like act across multiple languages, frameworks like .NET, Microsoft products, all frameworks here you can have it. And one of the good feature here, Azure Active Directory, so which is mainly used to sync your on-prem AD to Azure AD. Okay, for example, lakhs of users in Azure are on premises. If you want to activate Microsoft 360 Office 365, so you don't want to create the users again in Azure Active Directory, you can sync them. So we have a demo, and we will have a on-premise AD. Instead of on-premise AD, we'll create a AD in our one of the virtual machine. We will see how the sync is happening, how the sync engine working, how the password sync is going on, and how to modify, how it is functioning. We'll have a separate class, okay, for on-premises to Azure AD sync. So easy lift and shift for data migration. For example, I have my data in on-premises. You wanted to upload in Azure. So Microsoft provide like a storage explorer concept. You can use it through this storage. You can do easy way. Instead of uploading a larger data, you can just drag and drop, and also it's available here. Also, you have a like virtual machine in Azure in on-premises. You can upload the VHC disk in Azure. Okay, then you can convert it to disk in Azure, and you can use it as a like a VM, same on-prem VM to Azure. Okay, this is one of the migration concept. All bulk data you can upload here. So they provide like first every storage account, they provide 500 petabytes of data. You can save it for single storage account. Like this, they are providing a heavy data storage. Okay. Also here you can see recovery service fault. If you go with the AWS, they have like a snapshot concept only. You cannot get the console like in Azure. Here you can have like a dedicated Azure recovery service vault. You can monitor them. You can view them. There are this as a concept is available. Okay, the backup concept on AD migration concept you cannot see in other cloud vendors. Okay, also low cost for Microsoft product like Windows OS and MS SQL compared with other cloud vendors. Also, when you are bringing your on-prem solution to Azure, on-prem server to Azure, so they provide Azure hybrid benefit. For example, you have already in Windows 2019 a server is running in on-premise. You have a license. Okay, but if you want to migrate to Azure, so I need a so I'm already having a license. Why I want to do my Azure? So they provide a 14% discount when you're migrating to Azure. They provide Azure hybrid benefit. Okay, they provide 14% discount with your license. Okay. Training. So every topics, most of the topics will be covered over the PPT. Daily we will have a PPT with startup. Then we will have a practical. Then we will have a Q&A. The Q&A you can access it during the session, also in the end of the session. Okay, so every day the recording will be recording will be recorded. The meeting will be recorded. The invite will be recorded, and the recording will be shared in the half an hour. So you can download daily. Okay, you have to download like within 1 or 2 days. Okay, you can download as a MP4. Okay, I'll share it in the our WhatsApp group. Okay, you can download it. Okay, so everybody should have like a free trial to activate. Okay, because for to learn, so to grant do a practice, we need a free trial account. Okay, initial classes like 2-3 days or this week, I will show you how to create. I hope you know Microsoft provide a learning site. You can go and do practice all concept. Almost they provide every concept you can learn 1 hour. Some concept they provide 4 hours to do lab. Okay, so we'll use Microsoft Learning Lab for a week to understand the basic concept. Then you must have a free trial account. Okay, so when you start a free trial account, it will expire in in 1 month. Okay, so the free trial is important. You must have a credit card to activate a free trial account. Okay, so this month English version class scheduled morning. So whoever registered in evening, you can start with the morning. So most of them registered in morning classes English. Some of them registered in evening class. If you able to continue, you can continue in the morning, or else you can join the next class. Okay, next month, upcoming classes. Okay, and some of them mentioned they asked a morning, evening class, the Tamil version, but the Tamil version, some of them mentioned morning class in Tamil version. So this month morning session will be started the next week, like Friday, I believe. Friday will be started. Okay, another class going on the Friday, sorry, in the evening class. So the next class will be started in the Friday. Okay, if you wanted to come, you can. If you wanted to Tamil version, you can join evening session. That is based on your time. Okay, convenient time. Okay, otherwise you can wait for next week. Okay, and as I said, the free trial account. Okay, we have 10 members, 15 members. So what you can do, if you wish, we can create a local account here. The single account can be provided to multiple persons. Okay, that is possible. If you can, you can see. I show you my previous class session subscription. See, I have a list of subscription for my previous classes still going on. See, I have already 2 students subscription. You can see still they haven't. They started with 15,000, but still they have a much cost is pending. Much they have a pending cost, remaining cost. You can see they utilize only 4,000 out of 15,000. So already
Sorry,
this.
can I, hi Ali, sorry to interrupt, but can I ask you regarding the classes? So you mentioned the, can you hear me? Sorry.
I can hear you. I am listening.
Yeah,
You can carry on.
okay. Yeah, so regarding the classes, as you said, my preferred timing for the English will be in the evening because of the region where I'm staying. So when by probably, is it like this month or next month you will be conducting those classes?
See, the class start tomorrow onwards. Who are registered, they can continue tomorrow. Okay, this is the basic class. The first class will be started tomorrow onwards. So who are registered English, you can continue the tomorrow onwards. Okay, morning session English, you can continue tomorrow onwards. To register for
That I
English in
understand.
evening, if you
Yeah.
if you register for English version, so this month a majority mentioned in the English in the morning. So morning will be in the English class, evening will be Tamil version. Okay, I think you're from Singapore, right? You messaged me,
Yeah, correct. Yeah,
Santosh, I believe. Okay, so this
yeah.
month I don't have, unfortunately. So we can, so last class, say my upcoming my current class already was English version going on evening. So based on the registration and their preference, okay, the majority. So when the majority people say in English, the for timing I will choose that time. Okay, that is the thing here. And for example, people mentioned the Tamil in the evening or morning. Okay, so if you comfortably can contain English, so I will speak English as well as I'll you can continue English version. I'll also speak in Tamil for understanding a few moments to make understand. Okay, that is not a big deal to I believe so. That is your wish, your convenient. Okay. So as I said, the students started 15,000. They utilize only 4,000. Okay. If your interest mean what I can do for 1 or 2% can create and you can utilize them. So it is not like there is no issue with your building or everything. So I keep monitoring this to until the complete because the students still having going to complete in 6 days. The class is going on. They haven't they not utilize like only 30% also. They utilize only 4,000. Still 10,000 pending. So instead of creating the everyone, you can use it. That is your wish, or else everybody can get and use it. That you can use it. Okay. And then final part is what? So syllabus and overview training. So every week I'll share you the status. So how many classes I completed. I have a course tracker here. So let me first tell me about the course. So he is at administrator 4, so it's a basic concept. And then we'll have a subscription management, like what is subscription, how to manage subscription, how to monitor billing, how to create a budget, how to analyze the costs, and how to estimate the costs. Okay, we have a subscription concept. Also, we have a bottom here like help and support. Okay, so how to create tickets, how what is our current plan, what are supports available in our plans, the Azure calculator we'll have. Okay. Then we have a Azure Compute Infrastructure. So we will learn how to get a virtual machine, how to resize them, and how to troubleshoot them. So what is the difference between troubleshooting in Windows and Linux? We will create a both machines. So how to reset the password for Windows and Linux in Azure browser itself. So you can see these concepts now, these features not available in AWS because I worked one year in AWS. So with my knowledge, I can say these concepts not available here and this concept not available here like this. Okay, so we'll see image gallery and how to get a custom image and how to create a Microsoft image and how to create a vault, how to encrypt our disks. Okay, how to increase the specification like downgrade and upgrade. Okay, and we will learn availability zone along with load balancer. So how to in case of our server failure, application failure, how it is distributing between the zones. Okay, we'll see. So resource group manager, like what is Azure resource group and how to lock our resources. We have a concept in VMware, I believe. So you can't able to delete the resources if you lock the machine. Same here, there is a concept called locks. You can lock in resource level, resource group level, subscription level. How to monitor resources, resource monitoring like CPU utilization, memory utilization, and how to get the insights like every service. Okay, and we can get a performance report and we can get notification like a server down or my disk is filling up. So we'll get how to get alert, how to get action groups and those concepts. And we have a identity solution. What is a role based access control, what is the difference in Azure and Active Directory roles. Okay, and we also having, as I said, we have Azure AD2 on-prem. On-prem AD2 Azure AD sync, how it is functioning. You will see that sync engine, and we will create some users and we will sync them in Azure. So how to grant access for my on-premises to Azure resources. So those concepts we will learn in identity solution. So networking, what is virtual network, how to create them, how to allocate IP address, how to make IP address static, and how to make a public make a IP address in public static IP address, and security management. Like I create a service everything, but I wanted to secure right inside. For security management, we use some tools, right? Experimental. How I am secure. So Azure provides Defender service. You can view it. You can get a remediation report as well. We'll have a VNet peering. So on-prem VNet peering means you have a different virtual public IP ranges. Somebody, I believe, can you please mute yourself? Some noise. Okay, thank you. So we'll see peering concept in one region, different region, and design for data implementation like storage account. This is very important. So you can manage everything here, like how what is replication, like local data storage, zone level data storage, and how to create a blob storage, and how to manage like data protection like soft delete in blobs, containers, and we can restore even storage account also. Recently, Microsoft provided the solution. You can delete the blob storage account. You can recover within the 14 days. So we'll see how to do that, and also we can create like SaaS account. SaaS. What is SaaS? How to manage SaaS? How to grant granular restriction? How to grant granular restriction in blobs? Okay. Instead of giving the entire storage account, we can grant permission within your service. Like instead of blob and the files, you can grant only blob only. Even the blob, you can provide like read option, write application permission. You can how to enable them, how to revoke the permissions. We will see about manage access keys and Azure Storage Explorer. Okay, the Storage Explorer concept is available in Azure only. So AWS has the third-party tool to manage. See, we have a PowerShell class like a script, like how we can manage our Azure in our local machine. Okay, instead of coming to the Azure portal, you can go and create resources using the PowerShell or CLI. Okay, if you're in if you have your end user machine having like Windows, you can use PowerShell. So if you're Linux user, you can manage your Azure resources in using the CLI commands. Okay, so how it is differ from Azure browser and in CLI, sorry, PowerShell, how to create, how to manage, how to administrate, how to get report. We can say it in PowerShell class. So web application, like as I said, we saw like infrastructure is like how to create and manage a web application on Azure. Okay, so Microsoft having the app concept, you can create app and you can manage, you can deploy. Okay, how to access, how to modify websites in browser itself, how to get modify, or you can get upload and download using the WinSCI. Okay, the deployment method also will learn. Okay, so how to scale up, how to scale down them, increase your resources also will learn. So data protection concept, there are two concepts. One is Azure snapshot and the backup. The snapshot we'll see, it's a quick way to get your snapshot of your virtual machine. You can create them, you can use the reuse them, how to use the snapshot. Okay. And the backup concept, how to create a backup for entire servers. Snapshot, you take only the specific disk level. So backup is it's like organized level. It's a console. You can like you can restore the previous state, the lost using lost restore point. Also, how to create backup using the backup. How to create a new VM. How to get like a mount in Azure Pro Explorer itself. Okay. Instead of if you wanted to like restore your Azure, instead of restoring your machine, what you can do, Microsoft providing solution, you can mount that hard drives or your local machine itself. Okay, we will see what are the backup concept, what are the restore concept available in VM as well as file share. Okay, and we'll see job monitoring and backup, and we'll see how the backups are running daily, how you can understand. So as I said, this all concept when I'm completing, we have a tracker. So every topic completed, I will provide the report. A tracking course I will provide it. So this is the Azure portal. Even if a CSP or EA, so this is the portal is common for all. Okay, you can just to go and create a virtual machine, you create a resources, you can use it. Okay, there is no separate portal for anything. Yeah, question. So I already asked, I believe. Okay, it's old question.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so This is our Azure portal. See, you can see this is a resource group. So this resource group having a lot of resources. Okay, you can manage your resources using resource group, and you can grant access resource group level, role-based access control. This is for my particular resources. If you want to see all resources, you can go and see all resources. Wanted to create a service, go and search here also. For example, want to create a virtual machine, you can go and create a virtual machine, select, you can create it. So when you're creating virtual machine, it will be created by a Microsoft image. Okay, if you want to customize image, so we'll learn how to create a customized image. Okay, here you can so when you're creating the free trial, so they provide some limited image and limited customs, not free for everything. Okay, free mean they provide some limited options. For example, they provide maximum 4 cores you can create with single virtual machine in single region. Okay, so we can learn, we can understand our quotas. Go to a subscription. So here you can see my quota. So usage plus quotas. Okay, how I am used, how much are free. Okay, the free trial 1 month you can utilize everything. So after free trial exhaust, so if you continue pay as you go, okay, they provide some free services. Free services. They provide 750 hours virtual machine for virtual machine Windows and Linux for 1 month. Sorry, 12 months. Okay, 1 day they provide for virtual Windows virtual machine, Linux virtual machine. Okay, you can use maximum 750 hours. Okay, if you are using apart from 750 hours, you will be billable because you are in pay as you go after converted. But Microsoft provide these services free. Okay, if you are utilizing above the free limit, they will charge. Okay, this is for 12 months, and if you go down, they provide always free. Like the web application, they provide always free for 10 web application. Okay, with the free trial. Okay, so I have my pay-as-you-go account for such a long time. Around 4 years back, I created. I still have my pay-as-you-go. Okay, there is no charges if you're not using me. Not like if you're using only free services, there will be no charges. See my pay-as-you-go account. Created my friend's account. Okay, so I have two accounts. One is MSDN, another one is pay-as-you-go. So this is my MSDN cost. My pay-as-you-go, there is no charge. They build some 0.20, I believe. It's very less price, so they don't care, I believe. Okay. Good. Any other question? Stop recording.